Why do I keep pretending that I'm fine where I am? Why do I keep lying to myself, telling myself this is good enough? That I'm okay staying stuck, numb, uninspired? I wasn't born to coast. I wasn't built to drift through life. A shadow, I know that. Deep down, I've always known that. But I've let myself get comfortable, and that comfort? It's poison. It's not peace. It's paralysis. I look around and realize nothing's really changing. Not because I'm not capable, not because I don't have the fire, but because I keep choosing what's easy, what's safe, what's familiar. I crave growth, but I keep running from pain. I want breakthroughs, but I avoid the breakdowns that must come first. And that's the truth I've been avoiding. You can't evolve in the same space that keeps you numb. That version of me who pretends to be content in stagnation, that version has to die, because growth isn't something that knocks politely. It rips through you, it breaks bones, and builds muscle in its place. And if I want to become more, I have to be willing to lose who I am right now. The next level of me is not going to appear while I'm resting in routines that require zero courage. No, the next level demands blood. It demands discomfort. It demands me walking into places that scare me, trigger me, and force me to face myself. I want more. Not in a greedy way, but in a hungry way. Hungry to see what's possible if I stop hiding behind comfort. But wanting isn't enough. Wanting means nothing without work, without war. And that war isn't outside me. It's inside me. Every time I choose the soft path over the hard one, I lose a little bit of myself, because comfort isn't kindness. It's a slow death of potential. It lulls me into a false sense of progress, makes me feel like I'm doing something because I'm planning or preparing. But preparation is just procrastination dressed in discipline when it goes on too long. I need the fight. I need the edge. I need to be shaken awake. I think I've mistaken rest for recovery, but I'm not tired. I'm underused. That ache I feel isn't burnout. It's the pain of potential begging to be unleashed. When did I start believing that staying in the same place was safer than trying? And failing? Failure never hurt me. It taught me. It built me. It gave me calluses and clarity. But comfort? Comfort is a thief. It steals slowly, quietly, until one day I look in the mirror and don't recognize the fire in my own eyes. That scares me more than any risk ever could. I'm not here to float. I'm here to climb. And climbing hurts. It blisters hands and burns lungs. But at the top, there's something real. There's truth. There's me unfiltered, unafraid, and finally alive. Because pain is a part of the price. Fear is part of the path. Resistance is the door, and if I'm not meeting it daily, I'm not moving no more. Waiting for the perfect time. No more staying small, because it's easier to breathe in a box I've outgrown. This isn't survival anymore. It's sedation. And I refuse to stay numb just because pain is inconvenient. Let it hurt. Let it stretch me, break me, reveal me. Because every time I run from discomfort, I run from the person I was meant to become. And I'm done running. I'm ready to bleed for it. Not in a reckless way, but in a real way. In a necessary way. Because the life I want isn't on this side of fear. It's through it. The breakthrough I crave is on the other side of the breakdown I keep avoiding. The strength I admire in others. It wasn't born in peace. It was carved in chaos, built in the furnace of failure, and forged in the fire of discipline. I don't want to be comfortable anymore. I want to be challenged. I want to be tested. I want to be transformed, because I'm not scared of hard work. I'm scared of wasting time, of getting to the end of this life and realizing I never really lived. I just played it safe, took the easy way, hid behind excuses that sounded smart, but were built on fear. That's not the legacy I want. I want to walk into the storm with open eyes and a steady heart. I want to hurt and heal and grow and stumble and get back up, not because I like pain, but because I refuse to be defined by ease. Let others stay in the shallow end. I'm diving into the deep. I want the depth, the risk, the realness, because that's where my evolution lives. Every breakthrough I've ever wanted, it's been hiding behind resistance, behind sweat, behind silence, and behind the moment when everything in me says, this is too much, and I go anyway. That's where I'll find myself. The real me, not the watered-down version who waits, but the warrior who moves. I'm not here to exist. I'm here to expand, and that expansion comes with pain, with pressure, with fire, but I was built for it. Even if I forgot for a while, I was built for more. So from this moment forward, I make a vow not to comfort, but to growth, not to ease, but to elevation. I won't numb myself just to get through the day. I'll wake myself up every damn day, with purpose, with pressure, with discipline. So loud, it silences every excuse, because I know now, if I'm not uncomfortable, I'm not growing, and I didn't come this far to plateau. I didn't fight through my past to stay stuck in the present. I didn't break all those old patterns just to build a new prison out of comfort. No, I came to rise, and rising means pain. Rising means shedding skin. Rising means killing comfort before it kills me. This isn't about being reckless. This is about being relentless, because I know comfort coddles the ego, but challenge builds the soul. And I'm not here to protect my ego. I'm here to prove my potential. So from here on out, I seek the edge. I live at the edge. I embrace the struggle. I chase the challenge. I invite the discomfort, because every time it comes with gifts, resilience, power, pride, and I'll take that over numbness any day. This is my moment. Not because it's convenient, but because I choose to make it mine. This is my breakthrough, not handed to me, but earned through war, and I will no longer be a prisoner of comfort, because I was built for more. Why am I still here? Why do I keep waking up in the same place, doing the same things, feeling the same dull ache in my chest, knowing deep down this isn't where I'm meant to be? I keep calling it peace, but it's not peace. It's a padded cell. It's a quiet kind of chaos, one that doesn't scream, but suffocates. This comfort I've chosen, this soft, easy, slow motion existence, it's not rest. It's resistance in disguise. It's the subtle weight of all the things I could be, but keep avoiding. And the longer I stay here, the heavier it gets. Every day I choose this numbness over effort, this safety over risk. I lose a little more of the fire I was born with, because the longer you stay where it's easy, the harder it becomes to leave. It's like quicksand. You don't even realize how deep you've sunk until you try to move, and by then, your muscles have atrophied. Your mind has grown soft. Your spirit, once fierce, is now afraid of the very things that once excited you. But I'm not okay with that. I wasn't made to shrink. I wasn't made to tiptoe through life just to arrive at death quietly. I wasn't made to live in circles, chasing shadows of comfort while my potential screams from the other side of the wall. I was made to struggle. I was made to climb. I was made to fall, bleed, crawl, and rise again. Because it's in the rising that I remember who I am. Every time I fall, I'm reminded this is what it means to be alive. Struggle isn't a sign I'm doing something wrong. It's proof I'm chasing something real. Pain isn't punishment, it's a teacher. It sharpens me, strips away the lies, and shows me exactly what I'm made of. But I keep hiding from it, keep choosing the easy route, keep looking for shortcuts when I know damn well that greatness doesn't live on paved roads. It lives on cliffs, in storms, in the dark corners where most people are too afraid to go. And somewhere inside me, something still burns, faint, but not gone. That part of me that remembers the dreams, that remembers the feeling of wanting more. Not just money, not just recognition, but more of me, more life, more purpose, more power. And I hear it now louder than ever. It's begging me to move begging me to break free from this so-called peace. Because it's not peace, it's a trap. Peace is earned this is sedation. It's a prison with no bars, just soft pillows and distractions. And it's killing me slowly. There's no growth in a cage, no fire in a routine that asks nothing of me. I've become too damn good at surviving in places I was never meant to stay. And now it's time to burn the map, to stop looking for the way out and fight my way forward. It's time to wake up the parts of me I buried under comfort and call them back to the surface. The hunger, the discipline, the rage not at the world, but at the version of me that keeps settling. Because I wasn't made to settle. I was made to sweat, to grind, to build a life that costs me everything weak and gives me everything real. I know that the struggle won't be pretty. I know it'll break me down. I know it'll hurt, but I'd rather bleed with purpose than decay in peace. I'd rather crawl toward a dream than sprint in circles chasing comfort. Because comfort has never fulfilled me. It's just fooled me, tricked me into thinking I'm safe when really I'm stuck. And I can't do stuck anymore. Not when there's more inside me. Not when my potential is still whispering, "Get up, get out, go." That whisper becomes a roar when I stop numbing myself. When I stop playing small, when I finally face the truth. I'm not supposed to feel okay right now. I'm supposed to feel restless. Because that restlessness is the alarm clock of purpose. It's telling me, you're not done. You're not even close. So I won't ignore it anymore. Let it ache, let it scream, let it burn. Because that's how warriors are made. Not in ease, but in effort. Not in comfort, but in chaos. Not in stillness, but in struggle. And if I want to feel alive again, I have to walk straight into the fire. I have to earn the peace I keep pretending I already have. Because real peace? It's on the other side of pain. It's in knowing I didn't run. I didn't flinch. I didn't settle. It's in looking in the mirror and knowing I chose the hard road and I became someone because of it. That's the peace I want. That's the kind of life that makes my blood boil with purpose. So no more easy, no more waiting for signs, no more hiding behind routines that don't demand evolution. From now on, I go where it's hard. I go where it hurts. I go where I grow because my power lives there and it's been waiting too long. Not tomorrow, not when it's perfect, not when I feel ready. Now, this is the moment. The line in the sand, I either rise or I rot. And I didn't survive everything I've been through just to die in a padded prison of almost. I came to answer the call, to answer the part of me that's been begging. Push, move, leave. That voice inside me isn't crazy. It's the most honest thing I've got. It knows I was made for more. It knows I was built for the storm. And it's tired of being silenced. So I'll listen, I'll follow, I'll fight. Because I'd rather face fear head on than fake a smile in a life I've outgrown. Let it be hard, let it be heavy. Let it shake every part of me that's soft and scared. Because when the dust settles, I'll be someone new, someone forged in fire, someone who didn't wait to be rescued, someone who rescued themselves. That's the story I want to tell. Not that I stayed safe, but that I broke free, that I climbed out of the cage, that I ran toward the roar, that I answered the call because I was never made for easy. I was made to rise. So remember, if it feels too easy, it's not growth. If it feels too safe, it's not freedom. You weren't built to settle. You were built to rise. So get uncomfortable, get moving, and become the version of you the world hasn't met yet. If this lit something in you, don't let it fade. Subscribe to Win Wisdom for more raw, real motivation. Follow us on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, where warriors come to. Wake up. Your journey starts the moment you stop playing small. So take the step, we'll rise together.